Oh, good evening, everybody. It is Thursday, June 22nd, 2023. Hello, chatters. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, hi, hi. Oh, it's good to be back. What is up? Hello. What is up with my... Okay, we fixed it. Hello, everybody. Oh, boy. Yeah. Hi. Hello. Who we got? Early crowd, what's going on? Draco's, Corbin, Redeemer. Good to see you guys. Good to be here. Hope everyone's well. We are gonna play some Baldur's Gate 1. It's playing 7 days. 7 days to die, right? I don't know what that is, but I think I've seen the title of it. How was the vacation? It was very nice. It was very good. Why back to Mage Thief? Want the versatility. I think it's more powerful. Sorry. Yeah, I think it's more powerful, but I also think it's a lot easier to play than the Sorcerer. So, and I want to get this challenge done. So we're doing Baldur's Gate 1. Shouldn't I don't like if I play correctly, the rest of this Mage Thief playthrough shouldn't take the entirety of the session. But let's see where we were because I don't remember. Of course, you know the rules. Solo, no reloads, no summons, no mods. You can see the stats below my head. I'm going to hit the continue button, and let's see where the heck we actually were, because I do not remember. All right, we're mage. All right, we're level 6, 7 already. Wow, okay. All right. That's crazy. That's very high stats. What did we roll, anyway? 18, 19... Oh, no, we drank something. Yeah, we're under the effects of like an insight potion or something. Or sorry, a mind focusing potion, something like that. Oh my goodness, Lumi, thank you so much for 9 months. Oh my gosh, 9 months. Stream baby. What are we calling this thing? Foxy Jr. Hope you're well. Hope everything went well with your stream earlier. Greg? Alright, there we go. Very quick with the name. Siriu, hey ya. Thank you so much for the support. It means a lot. I hope the rest of your stream went well. Lumi was doing a charity stream earlier today. Was happy to drop in and say hi. And Lumi also speedran Original Sin 2, which is the reason that I know them at all. So so great. Okay, good. I'm glad that it went well. Here, have a shout out. Look, if you want to see a person who can play Divinity Original Sin 2, but also doesn't have to only play Divinity Original Sin 2 to have an audience, go follow Lumi. This is compared to me, by the way. That's what I'm talking about. Shout out Lumi and you. There we go. Sirio, yeah, I remember when you were talking to me about your modding experience and adventures with this game, and then you never ended up playing it. Well, there you go. I guess you can do this vicariously through me. There we are. Okay, let's talk about this character, I guess. So I do need... Well, I actually don't need to gain any more experience. We already have what we need. If I'm remembering correctly, we acquired haste. Yeah, oh, that's crazy. Yeah, we have haste way early. And we already went and got the stone skin. Okay, alright. So I should be able to just go and round out the rest of what I need to do. By the looks of it, we've already cleared out a whole bunch of basilisks in Durlag's Tower. If I had to guess, if I pull up the world map, yeah, it looks like we've already been to Durlag's Tower. How many Wands of Fire am I in possession of? 2. So if I'm in possession of 2 Wands of Fire and I've got all this stuff, I think it makes the most sense for me to dip and head toward the exits. And when I say the exits, I mean the exits of the video game. let's start. So we're in chapter 1 at the moment, still, right? Chapter 1, yeah.
Oh God, did I peak when I was 18?
Oh no, did I peak when I was 18? All right, let's
Fair enough.
let's go and do stuff, I guess. Looks like we've been north to Durlags. If I have stone skin, that means I've already done the maze up there. So there are 2 books that I need to get. So let's go to High Hedge. I'll get the Siren book.
Yeah, that might actually work. Yeah, that.
And I will get the, yeah, so I'll grab the Siren book. I'll grab the, do I need money for anything, by the way? I already have both of these wands. This one is a little bit low on Scorcher charges by the looks of it, but that's okay. We don't need more Scorcher charges so much. Hi, DFR. How are we doing? Last run successful? No. If we had a successful run, I wouldn't be playing this anymore.
Might actually work.
Because we have so many other things that we want to get to. I just haven't had successful runs, which is why we're playing the Mage Thief. Yeah, alright, just ignore that. So remember, we just run around invisible for a lot of this. I was gonna grab the way east of here as well, just so that we have the full map. Having the full map actually makes it so that your travel times are reduced because you know every direction to go. Okay, yeah, so alright, now we've got everything, and now we'll go this way.
Fair enough.
Alright, we're gonna go grab the Constitution book. Again, this is not necessary at all what I'm doing, but your boy likes to get all the books in Baldur's Gate 1. So so we'll go grab this Constitution book. We'll go grab the Charisma book down at the Knoll Stronghold, and then we can kind of beeline for the end of the game. Yeah, ignoring the Sirens entirely. I don't care. Could have hasted myself already, but you know what? Let's do it now. There we go. A little bit of speed. Okay. Detecting traps because there are a couple that are going to... Any day now. There we go. Perfect. Alright. Grabbing a bunch of things. I can go ahead and park that, and I can sell that. And grab the darts as well. Go invis before that guy can punch my head right off of my body.
Might actually work.
Because he will. And make for the exits.
Alright, fair enough.
I still don't have Identify, by the way. I'm pretty sure... Yeah, I'm pretty sure from what I remember about our... About our attempt, because it's been a full week since I streamed. What I remember is that we failed to learn Identify. So... So still waiting on that. Okay, we got...
Yeah, that might actually work.
Alright, fair enough.
Go south.
You have been waylaid by enemies.
Waylaid.
That
By 2 guests. Wow.
might actually work.
Alright, fair enough.
I'm not used to having haste. I'm just not used to having haste, so I need to remember that I have it already. It's just wild. Yeah, it was a random drop, I think, from a Basilisk. that way.
That's weirdly brilliant.
You know what? Yeah, let's just go this way. All good.
Alright.
All we do is get waylaid by enemies. What do we get waylaid by? A winter wolf. Wow.
Zone.
Zone.
Yeah, that might actually work.
All right. Where the heck am I? Huh.
That's weirdly brilliant.
Nor all of it. All right, to the Null Stronghold. Waylaid
Yeah,
again
that
Must defend yourself.
by
might
2
actually work.
ghouls. Wow. Okay. Cool. I can identify some of these. Item must be identified before. Okay. I'll put on the cloak, that way I can at least carry stuff. Do I need 3 stacks of arrows? Guessing the answer to that question is a resounding nah. Let's just park all that over here. Okay.
That's weirdly brilliant.
Let me just dump a fireball over here really quickly. Bye. We'll take the gauntlets of dexterity. I basically just need enough money for 1 refill on the, on a wand of fire, and that would be enough for the rest of the game. Alright, so we're grabbing the Charisma book, which is up here. Again, there are 8 stat books in total.
That's weirdly brilliant.
Uh-huh. And we are going to get all of them.
That's weirdly brilliant.
Why is supposed to have 3? Yeah, no one knows. No one knows. So they're asking the real questions for sure. I think this is the map I want to return to. If I want to get a free trip to Nashville. Pretty sure I go here.
Weirdly brilliant.
That's possible. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Great. Okay. So we're gonna talk to Brage. Answer is death.
Greetings, playthings.
Hello.
Thou hast
Okay.
greetings, playthings.
Bye.
Thou hast found me
Yeah, that
when I alone could not.
might actually work.
Cool. All right. Welcome to chapter 2.
That's weirdly brilliant.
For the glory of Am!
Uh huh. Hello? No. I am not the guy you think I am. Therefore, give me the reputation. All right. As we normally
That's
do, I'm gonna
weirdly
just
brilliant.
make sure that we know all the directions that we need to go. I can unlock that door. We'll go in there a little bit later after we get that ring. Let's cross the bridge here. Hello, Edwin. Goodbye, Edwin. Hello, Noober.
Hey,
Hey, any heyas in chat?
hey, 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 hey,
Heya, Sirium.
hey,
Heya, Rick Chickens.
hey, hey,
Heya, Halbert.
hey. Hey,
Heya, Nerio.
party's over.
That's weirdly brilliant.
You have a mod that makes Noober mute. Wow. I mean, you literally just talk to him a bunch of times and he gives you 400 experience. Noober's our best friend. I don't know. He's great.
That's weirdly
Welcome
brilliant.
to my
Hello.
humble establishment.
So this guy, as we know now, is looking for, there we go. Sell these darts and this plate mail. That's a lot of money. But we know he's also looking for Winterwolf pelts, and we've been carrying them, so we will now hand them off to him.
Business
1,
has been
2,
poor
3,
with
4,
the iron
5,
shortage and all.
6. All right. Still have these books that I need identified, and this wand of paralyzation that I also want identified. Let's go ahead.
That's weirdly brilliant.
Stand away, citizen.
Ah, we juked that guy. My bad. Let's go north. Could return to Baragost if I wanted. And while we're on the way there, we could get a little bit more reputation. Yeah, I'm kind of down with it. Let's do it.
That's weirdly brilliant.
Plus, the Lantern can identify our books. Alright, I want to grab this. Recast Invis. Bypass all the hobgoblins, whatever.
Might actually work.
Okay.
That's weirdly brilliant.
Having haste is just wonderful. Alright, these two Ogrelins need to die. Let's go ahead and give them the old fireball treatment. Goodbye. Alrighty, and back inside Baragost we go. You forgot the command about the last death? It's exclam death. Not particularly, crazy,
That's
I think.
weirdly brilliant.
Now, whether or not I've updated exclam death is another matter entirely. And I do not remember if I have.
That's weirdly brilliant.
Salutations.
And this lady gives us a ring of protection. That we can sell, and then I want to go over to this
Yeah,
brown house.
Might actually work. Yeah, that
Talk to this guy.
Long-tongued
might
lout,
actually
ain't
work.
ya?
There we go. Love that reputation for us. 16 reputation is probably good enough to get what we want. No, it's lit. It's
That's
exclamation
weirdly
point
brilliant.
death. This is not rocket science. But that's very funny. That's a very funny way of messing it up. I guess I wouldn't have expected that to be possible. Exclaim dad.
You do not dream.
Y'all are funny.
All right, fair enough.
Alright, let's go get this guy to identify our crap, and then I'll resell. I'll sell one of these wands of fire, and then buy it back, and then you do not dream. Yeah. If we let him finish, he would have said we do not dream often, but you know, we did not let him do that. Okay, sell. No, don't sell the wand of peril. No, actually, don't sell any of that. Yeah, sell this, and this, and then we're gonna buy back one of that wand of fire that we just sold. Never mind, I can't because it's too expensive. Hilarious. Why is all my stuff so freaking expensive? Here, I can sell back this wand of fire. I'll sell him this wand of fire and then buy back the other one. I don't want to have to come back here.
Why do I live in
I could also sell him my belt, but... Oh my god. Okay, fine. I'll sell him my belt as well. Jeez. I don't need cold resistance anyway. There. Is that enough? Oh my god, it's not enough. 246, 245. Ah! Oh no, my money. Curses. Okay, so I am gonna have to return here at some point. Or I can sell this potion of absorption or an oil of speed. Let's go ahead and sell the oil of speed. There, 24/7. All right, there we go. I have no more money. And it is fine. Alright, we're raising our charisma and our constitution. So let me update our stat sheet. Okay. Okay, let's leave. I didn't want to be here anyway. You know?
All right, fair enough.
Alright, we'll go to the Nashville Mines. Let's see. I am Thief level 7. Mage level 6. I see. Okay, so if I hit Mage level 7, then I get Stone Skin. But we're not close to that yet. Alright, it's fine. I don't need it. Don't need Stone Skin for a good long while here. Straight over to Carnival. Carnival, I could rest for free here.
That's weirdly brilliant.
Alright, and then we'll go to the Nashville Mines map.
That's weirdly brilliant.
Hell, we can cross Grey Wolf. I've heard that none cross Grey Wolf and live, but I think we're gonna try and disprove that.
Beauteous creature, you are my masterpiece.
none cross Grey Wolf and live.
Mm-hmm.
Have at thee, you thieving scoundrel.
Well, okay, this guy's a goner. All right, we'll grab these. We can go sell them in a little bit later. Okay.
I don't know.
That was all very, very good.
party's over.
Party's over. Benny's fatigued. He's had a long day. Seriously? Wow. I like the Omnian guards killing
So
kobolds.
you want to take a
pretty
look
funny.
at me mine, do you?
Uh-huh. I do want to take a look at ye mine.
Stand away, citizen.
Alright, let me in.
Yeah, that
Oh, I'm so
might actually work.
I don't want to talk to anyone in here. Absolutely no need for that. Conversation is pointless.
All right, fair enough.
Alright, as a mage thief, I do not need to worry about, you know, the potential dangers of traps. I don't need to use spells to protect myself from them because I can just disarm them instead. And it's important to note.
All right, fair enough.
So, like, here, I'm invisible from the spell. Disarming traps does not break invisibility. My current trap disarm is 100. So as soon as I detect the trap that is right here... Thank you. Hey, Data, how we doing? How we doing? Then we're just gonna move forward. Again, we're just gonna patiently disarm everything and keep going. There should be at least 2 traps. I believe only 2 traps on this bridge. Let's look for a third. If I remember right, it was only 2. Okay. We proceed forward. Ignore these guys. There should be 3 more traps right before the exit of this level. Right here. Yep, there's 2 of them. Show me the third. Thank you.
All right, fair enough.
Alright, ignore the kobolds, as always.
All right, fair enough.
There should be 4 melee kobolds here. I am going to stand all the way over here. I'm going to fireball, and there might be collateral damage. But, you know, this guy... I think he's okay with it. Probably. Alright, I'm going to haste myself, and I'm going to prepare a Scorcher Charge, because we're going to be using them on Mullahay here. I don't want him to actually get to talk to me. Alright, down he goes. We'll take his stuff and the documents. Does he have Identify? Oh, he does. I kind of hope that I can actually learn Identify from this guy now. Okay, good. That's nice. Because now I can actually identify stuff for... you know, without having to rely on other people for it. Yeah, let's go ahead and take out a couple of these. Sleeps don't matter anymore. We'll just put 3 identifies in like that. Okay.
It is certain that the death
All right,
of
we're in chapter
Mullahay
3. I can throw these documents away because we don't need them anymore. And we're out.
Yeah, that might actually work.
Go, go, go. Ignore all these fools. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Normally I would stick around here and, like, you know, shoot people and stuff, but I feel like it's probably better for everybody if I just beeline for the end of the game and get into Baldur's Gate 2. So, obviously we'll stop for some things, but not a lot. All right, return to Nashville.
That's weirdly brilliant.
Yeah, that
Hello there.
General Kenobi. Wait.
might actually work.
Hello there.
There we go. Take the ring.
Yeah, that might actually work.
Startled out of...
Wow. Alright, I can stop by this guy and give him the emeralds there and talk to this guy, get a reputation point. Let's just go directly and go bandit hunting. I'm not gonna stop for Nimble. Don't care about him. We're just going. Sorry, man. I'm never coming back. Never. Friendly Armin is exactly 24 hours away. Oh, wait, but I need to go to Baragos first. Damn. Okay.
Yeah, that might actually work.
Alright, directly up to Feldeposts, because that's where Tranzig is. We need to kill him.
Yeah, that might actually work.
Here, I'll sell you these things. We'll rest, because why not? Really do want to blind this guy, because he scares me a little bit. But his saving throws are really good, so it might take us a while. Never mind, first try. Alright, that was fun. Yeah, seems like it, right, Dracos? Damn. Okay, alright, great. Let's go ahead and just leave. Don't need to be here anymore.
That's weirdly brilliant.
Go directly up to the bandit camp and
Fair enough.
collect our stuff. We do not need to do any more fighting in this chapter, so...
Alright, fair enough. Alright, fair enough.
So I kicked him in the head till he was dead.
Alright, fair enough.
Defend yourself.
Ignore the ranged hobgoblins. This is why we travel while invisible.
Fair enough.
Very crucial that we are always traveling while invisible, because if we get waylaid like that, it is curtains. Again, like I said, there's no need to fight anything here. It just introduces risk that is completely unnecessary. So I'm just gonna run in here. We're gonna disarm this trap.
That's weirdly brilliant.
We're gonna rob the contents and we're gonna leave. That's it. That's all we need to do for this chapter. Take this stuff. That's it. We're in chapter 4. I'll equip those gauntlets. They're pretty good. +1 to hit, +1 damage. Sorry, +2 damage even.
Alright, fair Fair enough. That's weirdly brilliant.
Okay. To the friendly arm.
Fair enough.
All right, and for this now, we're just gonna go very carefully
Yeah,
through
might actually work.
the next few areas. The Cloakwood area is,
That's weirdly brilliant.
we just have to make sure that we maintain invisibility while we travel. Again, the waylays are the most dangerous part of all of this. Next area, 16 hours away.
You have been waylaid by enemies.
And this is what I'm talking
must
about. You
defend yourself.
cannot get yourself killed while
Yeah,
waylaid.
that
I'm gonna detect traps. I
actually
believe the
work.
Ettercap waylay does have a web trap. Yeah, there it is. Go ahead and disarm that.
Alright. Fair enough.
Alright, and once again, we're disarming because there should be several web traps along our path here. We'll ignore the spiders and Ettercaps on this map. I don't need to worry about them at all. And even the traps are not deadly here. They're just annoying more than anything else. So, no need to worry about any of that. Just disarm them and move. And yeah, I could, if I really wanted to, I could stop and kill Ettercaps for, I think there's 450 experience or 650. But again, experience is not a concern for us right now, and nor will it be. Okay, let me go ahead and go invisible before traveling here. And how many castings of this do I have? Okay, good. I have one for when I arrive on the other map. So that I can
That's weirdly
rest
brilliant.
successfully.
You're so dull.
Rude. Alright. Same process. Again,
That's
no need to
weirdly
do
brilliant.
anything other than play it safe. I don't want to get interrupted while traveling. I don't want to get interrupted while resting, so we make sure that we have enough castings of invisibility on both sides of our trip.
yeah, that
Alright.
might actually work.
We have a couple fireballs that I'm going to toss across the river here. There are 2 guards over here. One of them survived. Just kidding. Next, we'll go ahead and look for our next victims. The guys that we're about to kill are the ones who are in possession of the Boots of Speed. And once we get those, we'll be able to move quadruple time, I guess, because we already have haste. Adding the Boots of Speed into the mix is going to be all the better for us. I don't like this guy being here. That is the guy with the Boots of Speed, as far as I know. These guys are near death. Okay. So I will go ahead and focus this guy separately, I suppose. It is a little bit iffy. I do not have any
Alright.
more invisibility, so I actually will rest. So now I have more invisibility. He's still badly injured, so we're fine. But I have to be very careful about how I approach this, because I believe he's got throwing daggers, or throwing axes. Maybe it's the other guy. Okay. Yeah, this is the guy that had throwing axes. So I had to be very careful about that. He's got darts and throwing daggers as well. Not a person that you want to be tackling without stone skin, which we currently don't have for another little bit here. All right, and then the remaining 3 guys are over here. I will nuke them away. All right, 2 down. Those are the mages are both dead. And now Drasus has also fallen. Drasus is the one who did have the aforementioned boots of speed. I can take the rest of the stuff and sell it if I want. It'll be nice to have a little bit of money when we get to Baldur's Gate to buy potions and fancy bows and stuff, but honestly, we are quite fine in terms of cash. We really are. Okay. So with the boots of speed, we are now moving quite fast, and when I put haste on, it's going to be all the faster. I'll demonstrate. We go pretty fast. Right? Not bad.
What's going on? That's weirdly brilliant. All right, fair enough. That's weirdly brilliant.
Okay.
That's weirdly brilliant.
Again, no concerns here at all. I'm just gonna move through the Cloakwood mines as fast as I can.
That's weirdly brilliant.
I'm gonna ignore most of the guards. Look for the, there's hidden doors here. So we'll go through the hidden passageways, ignore the ghasts. But we do want to talk to Rill, so... Rill is right here.
Help us, please.
And I'll tell him to take the gold he needs. Go invis again, and continue moving forward. They'll have one
Yeah,
casting of
that-
invis, that's good.
Might actually work.
Alright. Continue moving. I can try resting here. Oh, whoa. I don't like that at all.
You must gather your party before venturing.
Yeah, I'm
forth.
gonna need to rest successfully so that those guys despawn. Okay. We're fine. That was a big army. Did you see that?
That's
That
weirdly
crazy amount of
brilliant.
dudes. Alright, I'm gonna put on Scorcher for this guy. Scorcher or Paralyzation? Paralyzation. Alright. Now there will be 5 traps along the ground here. I'm gonna disarm all 5 of them. Some of them are magical, and some of them cause enemies to appear. The enemies would give a lot of experience, but I'd rather just throw the fireballs into the next room where Daviorn is. I'm just gonna keep throwing them until he dies. I don't. We will spare no expense. Just gonna keep tossing them. Okay. Ben? You wanna... Thank you. Meddling fools.
Will be short-lived.
Any meddling fools in chat?
You have
Down
dealt
he
an
goes. We're in chapter 5. Still have one casting of Invis, which is good. Off we go.
Alright, fair enough.
I want that because I'm about to talk to this guy, and a guard is gonna appear.
Save me, dear sir.
Set you free.
Please
Yes.
save me. Help us, please.
Oh, sheesh. I forgot to pick up the key. Alright, I'm gonna have to run all the way back through the mine. Bear with me really quickly while we do this.
Tonight you dream.
That's weirdly brilliant.
Alright, haste at least allows us to warp speed through here. And it's not so bad.
Yeah, that might actually work.
That's weirdly brilliant.
Just need that key. Alright. I can take these bracers and sell them as well. Alright, let's try that again.
Actually work.
That's weirdly brilliant.
Alright.
That's weirdly brilliant.
Very good. Alright. And as before, we are going to very patiently travel all the way back to the city of Baldur's Gate, stopping to rest every time we go anywhere. Uh-huh.
Yeah, that might actually work.
Okay. This place is 20 hours away. Let's do it. Friendly Armin is 28 hours away. Do I want to risk that? I do not.
Yeah, that
Weirdly brilliant.
yeah, that
All right.
might actually work.
And to the city we go.
That's weirdly brilliant.
Go ahead and ignore the flaming fist because we don't care.
Yeah, that might
We'll
actually
unlock
work.
all the directions of the city to travel to, even though we never go to the southeast.
Fair enough.
Not in this run, anyway. Let's go talk to the Thieves Guild, folks. We know the password already,
That's
so
weirdly brilliant.
we can go in.
Yeah, that
Here's the dexterity book.
might actually work.
Go ahead and learn that. Our dexterity is now 20. 20. Save.
It'll be the darkest day you never see. Before
Alright, go ahead and sell some of this crap we don't need anymore. Yeah, we have 30,000 gold. I mean, there is no reason for us to not buy anything that we want. Literally anything that we want. Do I want arrows +2? Sure. Do I want arrows of dispelling? I mean, why not? We can buy a bunch of arrows +2. Not that I have a tremendous amount of things left to fight, but it might not be a bad idea to just get those. The only potential upgrade for our bow would be the one that Merrick has, but I'm not interested in doing the Merrick and Lothander quest, so I'm not gonna bother with it. We'll rock with a bow +1 for the rest of the run, and it's really not a big deal. So I'll just get a couple of stacks of arrows +2, maybe a full stack of arrows +2. And we'll rock with that. Should be fine. I only have one more real combat remaining, so it should be okay. Let's go ahead and grab the oils of speed. Potions of master thievery, I'll get like 5 of them because we're gonna stack them and steal the wisdom book from the guy. Hey Dane. Vacation was good. It was very, very nice to go and visit my best friend. Also very nice to be back. Okay. I don't need these. Okay. Great. We'll go ahead and leave these potions. Alright. Keep on keeping on.
That's weirdly brilliant.
Go and talk to this guy.
That's
This
weirdly
guy
brilliant.
is gonna have the remaining things that I want. And the things that I want from him are... Arrows of detonation are a very easy way to get ourselves in reputation trouble and potentially hurt ourselves. What I want from him are... we'll grab these potions of invisibility. Maybe a couple more oils of speed, though again, this is not like a big problem for us. The potions of magic protection, absolutely want. Gives us a little bit of leeway. Mind focusing potions are great. If he has potions of genius, I can... doesn't really matter if I have those, actually. I mean, they're fun, but not strictly necessary. And then I need some scrolls from him. The scrolls that I really want are the ones that can help prepare me for BG2. So, Minute Meteors is a really good one to know, but when we start BG2. Are there any others that I absolutely need to have before we start BG2? I already have Haste. I already have Minute Meteors. I have Stone Skin. I need Minor Globe. Okay. So we'll go ahead and grab Minor Globe. Chaos is... I'll buy a few scrolls of it, but I'm mostly planning on just using it in the Ducal Palace fight. Other than that, other than these spells... I will wait until BG2 to learn other spells because they're worth a lot more experience when we get there. So yeah. So with that in mind, I will go ahead and I will buy the Potions of Genius so that I can learn these 2 spells, Minute Meteors and Minor Globe. All right. Very good. Very happy. All right. So we got... Our intelligence is now 22. So our chance to learn spells is 98. Well, let's confirm it. Our intelligence is now...
Hey, you wanted to see me?
25. Chance to learn spell, 150. So I think we're gonna... successfully learn those. Okay, great. I can drink an oil of speed just so that we can run around the city a little bit faster. Also, did this guy have invis potions that I didn't buy? If he did, I didn't see them. Alright, whatever. We drank an oil of speed. We are now officially booking it.
That's weirdly
So let's book it.
brilliant.
Not a lot of fighting that I have to do here in Baldur's Gate. And so...
Yeah, that might actually
let's
work.
just get moving.
That's weirdly brilliant.
Unlock the southern
Fair
direction.
enough.
Party's over.
My character's tired. Hilarious.
Yeah, that
Well,
Might actually
I
work.
never.
You never what?
All right, fair enough.
Hmm?
That's weirdly brilliant.
Good eve on you and yours, my friend.
Oh yeah, this is the guy that I want. This is the guy that I want dead.
Good eve on you and yours, my friend. Might I have your
I will keep casting blind at him. I don't care.
Good eve on you and yours, my friend. Might I have your ear?
There we go. All right, he fell over. I get the Metaspell Influence Amulet, by the way. That's an extra level 2 spell. Very nice because more invisibility. Yay! What's up, Art of Shred? Good to see you.
All right, fair enough.
Oh, I just realized I want to go upstairs here. I want to go upstairs here. Alright, fine. I will go rest in this tavern, I guess.
Leave us alone, will ya? Nothing for you here.
I don't really get this guy.
All right, fair enough.
I've no interest in speaking to the likes of you.
Whee. Okie dokie. Alright, I'm gonna go invis here because we're about to run past a whole bunch of monsters.
That's weirdly brilliant.
Every
Yeah,
level of
that-
Ramesses Tower is filled with
Might actually
monsters,
work.
many of which can
That's weirdly
easily murder
brilliant.
us if given the opportunity. So we won't give
Yeah,
them the
that-
opportunity. There is our
Might actually work.
intelligence book. Intelligence raised by 1 permanently. So that's 19 now. Save. So what do I still need? 2 wisdom books and a strength book? Not too shabby. Alright, we're gonna go right back
Fair
downstairs.
enough. That's weirdly brilliant.
Yeah, that might actually work.
All right, fair enough.
I don't even need to go to the northwest section. I can just go directly here.
Yeah, that might actually work.
Because I want to go to the Wisdom Temple thingy, this place. We're going to drink all the potions of Master Thievery that we have, and then I'm going to rob that guy blind. With superior pickpocketing. This guy. Chanthalus.
Forgive me, but I have meditations to attend to.
Yes, friend?
Our pickpocketing is now 215. Is now 255. I think we're gonna be successful.
Weirdly brilliant.
I believe 2 pickpockets is necessary because the first one yields you a healing potion. The second one yields you the wisdom book. There we go. Wisdom +1 permanently. Wisdom now 12. Alright, and we are out of here.
Yes, I can see.
Might actually work.
Okay. So we're gonna go to the southern section of town.
One is not forced to walk in the steps of their father.
Yeah,
Made the whole
that
Flaming Fist army show up.
might actually work.
All right.
Alright, so we're gonna invisibly make our way up to the top of the Iron Throne building, grab the evidence that we
Yeah,
need before
that-
we even know that we need it,
That's weirdly brilliant.
ignore the fight that
Alright,
is at the top
fair
of this
enough.
place. Oh, I should have leveled up, by the way, and I didn't. You know, that's something I could have done. Additional level 2 spell, wonderful, more invisibility. Additional level 4 spell, critical. Minor globe. Or sorry, stone skin for us. Okay, and then we're gonna, like I said, ignore these guys, because we don't care about that. Grab the evidence we need, and then go invisible again and head right on back.
What do we got so far? We need big ticket items.
Weirdly brilliant.
Downstairs to the Flaming Fist headquarters, and that will end chapter 5.
That's weirdly brilliant. That's weirdly brilliant. All right, fair enough. That's weirdly brilliant.
Very good.
Yeah, that
Alright.
might act.
All right, fair enough.
Warp speed. Literally X4 all the way over here.
My word.
Yes. We're not really interested. Show us to the Grand Duke. Okay. Yep.
All right,
Greetings,
fair enough.
taxpayers. I am Duke Eltan, Commander.
Alright, we're in chapter 6.
Yeah, that
Hold, travelers.
might actually work.
Before you will be allowed entrance, you must donate a tome of great value to our libraries.
To our what? Libraries.
Salutations. I am Catterley, a visitor.
That's weirdly brilliant.
Let's see if we can ignore all of the people that want to talk to me. Except for Saravok, we have to talk to him.
Might actually work.
Dang it.
All right.
Party's up.
All right.
All the way up to the top. We'll get accused of murder, which we didn't do. Okay. Laurent will come up and be mean to us, and we'll tell him that he's an old coot, which is, I think, pretty rude of us to say, but, you know, call it like we see it or something. And then Tethdoral will come up and teleport us to the secret library, where we can get our remaining 2 books and then leave. How am I doing on XP, by the way? If I kill the remaining 2 basilisks, I think we're gonna be...
That's weirdly brilliant.
Yeah, so I'll kill the remaining 2 basilisks. It'll be fun. Alright.
That's weirdly brilliant.
We'll get in the habit of casting Stone Skin. Alright. Now I'm gonna patiently make my way through here, disarming all the traps that we spot along the way. Because, like I said, there's the Strength book and another Wisdom book. And those are that would round out the 8 stat books in BG1. There we go. Wisdom again. Tremendous. 13 wisdom. I don't know what our initial stat roll was, but it was pretty good.
That's weirdly brilliant.
Alright, if I'm remembering right, the next trap is right here. Should be at least one more, not along this corridor, but I think right around the corner. Yeah, I think like right here, it's either a fireball or a web trap. But we can disarm either one as soon as we spot it. There we go. Again, ignoring the spiders. Don't care about them. Should be at least a couple more traps here. Yeah, there's one. And should be one more on this thingy, which is now also locked. Go ahead and grab Gainful Exercise book. There we go. Strength is now 19. Very nice. And we are ready to get the heck out of here.
Alright, fair enough.
Ignore all the doppelgangers, all the greater doppelgangers. I don't care about any of them. I just want to not be in this region anymore. We're gonna ignore Pratt
Alright, fair enough.
and his friends. But here, I will go ahead and cast Protection from Petrification because I am planning on eliminating the greater basilisks that are here. There are 2 of them. And I will go ahead and just cast some fireballs into this area. We protected ourselves just in case they come running at us. But the idea here, obviously, is to get the 14,000 experience from 2 clumped up greater basilisks, because why the hell not? And we bounce. That is the end of chapter 6. We are now in the end
Life
game.
continues. You close your eyes. Tonight you sleep.
All right.
Yeah, that might actually work.
Well, that was fun. Next stop, the Under Tavern for... Under Tavern? Under Cellar. The Under Cellar for, Slythe.
Fair enough.
Alright, to the Friendly Arm Inn.
Yeah, that might actually
And then
work.
directly into Baldur's Gate.
That's weirdly...
Yeah, that. Yeah, that.
That's weirdly
Ignore all of
brilliant.
these guys. Don't care.
That's weirdly brilliant.
Okay, here's your money. Pace myself so that I can keep pace with Slythe, who runs very, very, very quickly. And then our objective here is to kill him. I don't really care about Kristen, so if we get Slythe to separate, as he does, I am going to now paralyze his dumbass and then shoot him. Goodbye, idiots. Thanks for the documents that I need to progress, and, oh wow, we leveled up. Look at that. That is nice. I will go ahead and put more points into set traps. The faster we get that maxed out, the happier I'm going to be in BG2. I also got a proficiency point that I don't really know what to do with. I could put a point in sling. It would not be a terrible idea to put a point in sling. For BG2 when we get Sling of Everard. Obviously, there are some really nice bows in BG2, but slings are better because you get the free +5 bullets. So I'll go ahead and put that. Okay. We already have the point in longsword that we need for Daystar, so I'm fine with all of this. Alright, let's keep rolling.
Hello, mate. You look
That's
a friendly
weirdly
face.
brilliant.
Yeah, go ahead. And I'm gonna go ahead and rest with this guy.
Hey, friend. Good to meet a fine sod such as yourself.
Alright, let's go prepare for the Ducal Palace fight. At least I have Stone Skin. I'm very happy that I have Stone Skin for this.
Brilliant. That's weirdly brilliant.
So let's get out the things that we're gonna need. Oils of Speed, Potion of Power, Potion of Mind Focusing. Yeah, these are the ones that I really want. I could drink a potion of absorption to raise my armor class against crushing attacks, which I think they do, but I don't remember. It might be slashing. I don't think it's necessary. We'll just roll with this. This is good enough. Just to make sure that we are connecting with our attacks. And obviously the chaos is going to be the star of the show.
Hello?
Hello. Let me in.
I serve the flaming fist.
All right, perfect. All right, we're in.
Fair enough.
We'll go ahead and drink our potions. This is the last fight of the game. For us. I'll draw upon Holy Might. So, I mean, our to hit is 3. So what that means to me is that we should be connecting with literally every attack. And so I'll be able to kite very nicely. We have 25 dexterity at the moment. And so I'm going to chaos the doppelgangers when they show up. That will prevent them from all attacking Belt at the same time, thus keeping him and Leah Janath alive. And then I will be kiting the doppelgangers as well. That's the plan. All right, let's go.
What about the what?
And the if perhaps I wait.
Shut up! Let Servok speak.
All right, so toss the chaos in. There we go. And then we're gonna shoot everything. So I just got pretty much all of the kills there, which is great. It really is. All right, where's Belt? Hey, buddy. We can tag Serevok a couple times, maybe. Maybe not. All right. Cool. All right, that's the end of that fight. So he sends us to the Thieves Guild, so we will... We're now here.
All right, fair enough.
And that's it. That's it for that Ducal Palace fight. How am I doing on Invis? I have 3 of them left. Okay. All right, so we're gonna make our way through the rest of the Thieves' Warrens here. We'll only stop to disarm some traps. We're already maxed out on experience, so there is no need for us to do anything other than get to Serevok and make sure that he dies. And that'll be the end of BG1, if I'm able to execute this successfully. So... the only thing I need to stop for is trap disarming, which we will do when we arrive at them. The traps are denoted by green splotches on the wall. So until I see green splotches on the wall, I don't really need to stop. There's the first green splotch on the wall. See that? So we'll walk up to it, and we'll just patiently, again, very patiently, invisibly make our way through here. No need to antagonize any of the enemies. I have party AI off for that reason. I don't want my character to attack any of these guys and earn their wrath. Any more traps? Okay. Very good. Let's keep rolling. Should be one more sequence of traps to disarm. when we go through the next corridor. Yes, there we go. Green splotches again. And again, just very patiently. We're not in any hurry. We want to execute correctly so that we can move to the next game. Yeah, we spotted an enemy, but I do not need to antagonize. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. And let's make sure that that's the end of the traps to disarm. Okay. Proceeding forward.
Do you know that? It's important to me that you know that.
Oh, thanks, Ben. I didn't know. All right. And we are done with the Thieves' Warrens. We can now make our way to the Undercity.
Alright, fair enough.
Of course, walk right past these guys, because I don't care about them at all. Alright. So, the final battle with Saravok. Here we go. What's up, Bloodist? Alright. So let's talk about the final battle before I do it. It's gonna go pretty quickly here. So, I am not planning on engaging Saravok directly. I am planning on using the traps in the middle of this map. One of them is a skull trap, and I am planning on using that to... I'm gonna continuously walk over it until he dies. Now, obviously, skull traps do insane amounts of magic damage. In order to counteract that, I am going to drink 2 potions of magic protection that stack on top of one another. And that's it. That's all I need to do. Just 2 potions of magic protection. That'll give me 100% magic resistance. Therefore, any of those traps that hit will not hit me. Stone skin will be good just in case I walk on any of the other traps, but I shouldn't. An oil of speed is fine, but not strictly necessary either. Potions of invisibility are nice just in case my character, like, I need to attack to pull Saravok toward me. Okay? All right, let's go. So, and I have extra potions of magic resistance just in case I mess up the execution on this and need to reset the area. Okay. Magic resist 100%. Good. Okay. So I'm gonna make my way over to this idiot. Actually, might be nice to take off the boots of speed for this, so that my character paths the way that I intend for him to.
You are indeed. Face me. Face the new Lord of Murder.
All right. I am gonna attack him 1 time so that he comes running at me, and then I'm gonna drink an invis potion. All right. Wow, that hit. Here he comes.
What's going on?
Alright, so you can see here, I'm invis. All these things are going off. It looks very scary, but we are fine, of course. And then the trap that I am looking for is the one on the forehead. So let's detect it. That one. This is the one that I want to be walking on top of. And I'm just going to pull it over to Saravok over and over. There we go. Okay.
Killing is our father's work. Embrace it as I have. I do not fear death.
Just very carefully walking on only this trap. Uh-huh.
Killing is our father's work. Embrace it as I have.
Yeah, the oil of speed, I believe, is... There we go. Okay. Very good. Again, no need to do anything but be patient. Tazok is also... Tazok is right here, and he's actually causing a little bit of pathing issues for my character, which is pretty funny. Like, you can see he's failing to walk over correctly.
Killing is our father's work. Embrace it. I do not fear death. I do not fear death.
The skull is a skull trap. You got it, Igloo. That's correct.
I do not fear death.
Almost there. Almost there.
I do not fear death.
Obviously, the very good news, the magic resist potions last for 2 hours, the oils of speed last for 1 hour. So we will have plenty of warning before our magic resist wears off. Saravok is down. That's BG1, no damage with a Mage Thief in the books. Yeah. Nice and straightforward, executed it nicely and patiently. I'm very happy with how that all went. And as I promised...
I'll follow. There's Timora's shine on you.
Yeah,
Not
whatever.
the
We're not
only-
doing Siege of Dragon Spear. As I promised, this was not going to take the entirety of this session. In fact, I've been live for like an hour and a half, something like that. So I'm going to go ahead and take a quick break. And then we will come back. And Baldur's Gate 2, we can start with this Mage Thief. So we're just going to import this guy into BG2 and begin Chapter 1 of Baldur's Gate 2 in just a little bit here. All right?